Welcome to the first game of the first match, everyone. This is on Iron Fortress, and in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the orange Zerg player from Guns and Roaches. It is the one, the only, Baloo.
And his opponent over here on the right-hand side of the map, going for a fairly early pool here. It is representing Edgy Dank Esports, Trigonal.
And I think last season it was Blizz, please hire us, Trigonal. So I don't know how that works with him, but he left that clan and does not want to be hired anymore, evidently. And we're seeing double gas.
This is
okay.
Never mind. Just extractory trickiness.
It was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What in the name of StarCraft are you doing, Trigonal?
You've never heard of the fast 10 drone muta build?
I have not, but if that exists, I would love for you to do it.
It does not exist.
I almost want to go onto ladder now and just see if I can do that. Go up to 10 drones, get double gas, and then just get really quick layer and hope they don't send one ling over to my side of the map.
Speaking of lings, a bunch are definitely on the way here. Soon to be popping out, and he's actually going for the so he's going for the baneling, so it's the Tempool baneling, Lin. So that's pretty neat. And his opponent though has not expanded. It's not taken a hatchery yet. So this is generally what he would have to be doing in order to defend this. Then it comes down to micro. He'll have a queen out though by the time he could ever morph in baneling. So this is going to be very helpful.
Yeah, the queen will be very helpful to just attempt to push back any banelings coming up the ramp, but only now actually Baloo will spot the 6 lings coming up the ramp. Queen is still 20 or 15 seconds away about, but those lings are actually holding back for a couple seconds. They're waiting for that baneling nest to be done, and even though Baloo spotted these lings, and he's actually going to spot the banelings morphing in 2 now, he did not spot the baneling nest, but that does not matter anymore because he spotted that and is pulling, how many drones right here? He's pulling 5 drones.
Yeah, got a few. He wants to try and keep things separate. There are 2 drones held back to go after the banelings. This is very well handled so far by Baloo here. Super splits on these drones. Nothing is anywhere near any other unit. But Ling's getting on the queen out here and will take that one down. Or will he? It actually pulls back. 3 hit points. He's got to chase it down, but he pulls back. Queen miraculously saves somehow.
Yeah, and the queen survives, as you're saying, barely with 6 HP left, and that's going to allow Baloo to get some injects going, and he's going to have a lot more lings coming out for his side. Trigonal, he wants to be able to keep up the pressure. He's built his economy up for this, but yeah, he can't do it. He's got no queen, no nothing. GG.
And we are back here on Coda this time. As mentioned, a 2-player map. Up here in the top left-hand corner of said map, it is representing Guns and Roaches. The winner of our first game in quick order, it is Baloo.
And his opponent in the bottom right-hand corner of Coda, from the UK and Edgy Dank Gaming, it is the Purple Zerg representing ASL also, Trigonal.
And this time here, we actually have Baloo going for what I think is going to be a Tempool Bane.
Ooh, for a second there, I was like, Trigger, you doing the craziest hatch first ever, but won't quite be that.
Yeah, he's actually sending out a drone scout, which will probably be a good idea here, as there is an early pool. And yeah, Baloo is... Maybe he was a little put off by getting this used against him, but he's just turning around, and this is the exact same build the other way.
Yeah, it is the exact same build the other way, and as you mentioned, it is the flip opposite. Trigonal is getting that early drone scout, which Baloo did not do in game 1, but Trigonal he's not going for hatch first, as I was really worried about. Right. I'd love for him to get gas, but at least with this early of a pool against the 10 pool baneling, he will be able to get out a queen and have some injects if he really needs to. But for now, 6 lings are on the way from Baloo.
Right. The one major difference right now is, of course, Trigonal. There he goes to take the gas now. That'll be helpful down the line, as we saw Baloo kicking into speed is exactly when Trig decided to leave the game. But he's starting to make his own lings. As you mentioned, he knows a lot quicker than his opponent did that this was coming. But behind this, there is no pool. He is just getting, or there is no Baneling. It's going to be the speed. So this may kind of throw off. So it's just straight 10 pool with speed, not the 10 pool Bane that was just used.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there'll be a couple more lings with this army coming across the map, or just a couple more rushing lings. But for now, Trigonal, he's being gutsy here. He's trying to take this. He's even going to try to take his natural base. He knows he's got 6 lings out of the map, and they're going to be dancing with the 6 lings of his opponent. 2 more lings coming out. The defender's advantage will start to kick in, and Baloo knows this, and he has to pull back. There's even a spine crawler just about to finish in Trigonal's main, and not necessarily overreacting, but being super, super safe because he thought there was banelings coming. But as you mentioned, there's not actually going to be banelings coming this game from Baloo, and it's not going to be quite as all-in as it was before, at least for Trigonal.
Yeah, no, he hasn't started a queen there. Well, there's 2 things to point out. One is they're just starting a queen, whereas one has been finished for a while from Baloo, so he's going to have the larva. Yeah. But a hatchery is not only down for Trigonal, it's down in slightly the wrong place.
Oh.
I mean, how much that matters if this ends up being a quick game, probably not that much, but it is out of place.
Yeah. It is the thing when you lose, it's like, if it's just 1 inch to the left, maybe I would have won. Yeah. But for now, Baloo's going to have a much quicker speed than Trigonal. Trigonal's speed is not even started yet, and his slow lings are going to have a very hard time engaging. There's only the queen now popping out in the main, and that's going to be a quick inject, but that inject was needed a good 20, 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, and with Banelings here with no other forces, he'll be able to go after them 1 by 1, which is exactly what he's doing, and a single ling per Bane. It's not a great trade.
No, not a great trade at all. It is currently 4 lings of Trigonal morphing into Banelings, 3 of them in the main, to the 8 lings of Baloo here, which are going to be targeting down this hatchery. Now, it's that decision. Do you invest in the hatchery? Do you keep putting pressure on? And this is going to go very badly for Trigonal unless he can get these Banelings down to his natural base quickly, and I fear it's just going to be a little too late.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go down here as they just have the greater mobility and everything, and now he'll get on out. And you may look at this and say, okay, 1 base to 1 base, but we're also at 19 drones on Baloo's side to only 11 on Trigonal's side. And given that Baloo is the aggressor, him having that and more drones and speed done and a hatchery on the way is pretty rough.
Yep, Baloo's hatch is 50% done. Still's got about 50 seconds left, so roughly a minute here. And Trigonal has not even started up his natural base yet. He's still just morphing in units. Morphing in units here, getting some more Banelings, and he knows there's going to be a lot of aggression out of Baloo, but honestly, Baloo can throw a couple units into Trigonal's natural, and especially going up to layer, got a nice economy lead, and he could sit back and macro, but for now he will go to engage, and Trigonal still does not have speed.
See, that was a good Bane. I think it got at least 5 or 6 lings there. Banelings for Banelings on that trade. And more will stream in. Only the queen really left to defend. Does get up a little up the ramp to the safety of the
transfuse.
But that one will go down. I don't think there's energy there.
No, yeah, there was not. For a second, I was like, oh, the hope. What needs to be there? And these lings, sadly for Baloo, are not going to be able to work on those eggs, whatever they're called right there. And finally, Banelings for Baloo will be coming in, and he will get that. And Trigonal's got his spine on the high ground. He can defend. He can defend is the key here. He can defend for a while, but he can't expand, he can't attack. And Baloo is only getting into a more aggressive stance. He's got 4 gas on the way. He's got enough drones to almost saturate it. And I'm guessing he's just going to go straight up into mutas to end this game. Say, I don't need to attack you from the front. I can go into the back.
Yeah, he could do a great many things, really, and kind of be flawless here. And, he's just... But that is what he's doing. The Spire coming down, but almost nothing is the wrong answer at this point. He could Nidus in if he felt like it. He could...
You go Hydra, smash Hydra.
Do whatever, that would be fine.
Trigonal will lose an Overlord over on Baloo's side of the map. Baloo saying, no, you are not going to scout me. And now Trigonal finally take his natural. At the same time, he's going up for layer. Now, before this happened, a lot of the gas was going into Banelings, so now Trigonal's lost his entire gas pool. He's got, or his gas bank. He's got 3 Banelings out, but still does not have speed because all the gas each time has gone into Banelings to defend. So this is going to be a scary defense for Trigonal. He will be able to get that natural base economy up, maybe, but really optimally that needs to be done on having injects going down on it for Trigonal to be able to produce enough to defend. But one godsend, I guess, from him right now is that Baloo is not actually pushing across the map. He's just waiting for these mutas, and that may be just enough time for Trigonal to actually be able to get up his natural base, because there's still a couple seconds left on the Spire, and mutas themselves actually take 30 seconds apiece.
Yeah. Now, one thing I'm noticing on Trig's kind of resources here, he's got 500 minerals at the moment, over 500, but he's not mining any gas, which obviously he needs for things. So he's got the roach warren done, and he can't make any roaches because he has literally 1 gas. So that's going to hurt him as soon as he realizes that's what's happening. But he's still not putting drones into it, so I'm not sure. Because slow ling, no matter what's coming, slow lings is not going to save you.
Yeah, definitely slowlings will not, and it's really that key situation as a Zerg player, like you're praying, you're hoping those Banelings are going to get the most perfect explosions, but it's not going to happen when mutas are in the air. You cannot touch mutas with those Banelings, so this is going to be key here, how he's going to defend. He does have a Spore coming up into the main, and actually 2 Spores will be going down, so he'll have a little bit of defense.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be good, and there's only a small number of mutas here. They'll clean up that Overlord in front. So this will be annoying, but it won't be a straight-up kill shot, as it can't come directly into the mineral line. But, yeah, he's going to have to dump money into extra queens when he probably doesn't want to. And once again, still literally no gas mining.
Yep, and it's 24 workers for Trigonal to the 41 of Baloo on 3 bases. So even though Trigonal, he said, you know what, I'm not going to give up this game like last game, I'm going to try to make it happen, it's still looking very grim for him. And the things he needs to get damage done, maybe some pokes in at the 3rd, maybe just anything. He does not have the proper upgrades, not as the speed yet. And he's going for roaches, which, okay, fantastic idea, but that's still a very long ways off. He's given his opponent too much time to get into a nice position, where ideally Trigonal would have got back into this game with a really quick max of maybe lings, speedlings, something that would just surprise his opponent, but this is not going to surprise Baloo.
Yeah, very much the case. The 1 Spore there at the ramp, the 1 uprooted is coming down to try and take position up front, but it'll be taken out before it can get there. And yeah, pull him back instead of harassing this hatchery, but I think they could just, Jadon control it down.
Yeah, they could Jadon control down. Oh, Queen does go down. There's a transfuse on the other Queen, but and now there is a Spore Crawler at the natural, as you were saying before. And speed has about 40 seconds left, and +1 missile will have about 60 seconds left. And as I was mentioning, yes, Trigonal will get out beautiful roaches. They'll be able to hit hard, but they don't have armor to be able to deflect the mutas, and they're just it's too late. Baloo almost has a 3rd base economy going. No drones yet, but I mean, his main and his natural are fine. And he's just saying, you know what, I'm going to make sure no quick remax of roaches, something ground is going to take me. I'm going to get a little bit of an army up.
Yeah, this is kind of, I mean, I don't know what a possible way out of this is. There's really not one, to be honest, but because anything you try and send across at this point, there's no way to stop these mutas from knowing exactly what you're doing at all times. They'll see anything as it starts to leave. If they don't, this little changeling running through the mineral line will. And yeah, so the roaches that he's trying to hide in the back there, they're all seen. There's a changeling with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you are correct. There is a changeling. I mean, for a couple seconds there, maybe those roaches would heroically tank the damage of the mutas, but not going to happen. The mutas did pull back, and now there's actually 8 queens here, so you can do something with 8 queens, but he did not have that transfuse earlier on the 1 queen he lost, so I'm a little bit afraid micro-wise, but we're going to see how he's going to deal with this, morphing in 5 more Banelings, and he does have Roach speed, and he has Roach +1, so he may be able to make something happen here, but if that is the case, I mean, he's going to probably lose his main, because Baloo's not only got Roach speed, but also has +1. Oh wait, actually I take that back. Sorry, Trigonal does not have +1 nor Roach speed. Looking at the wrong thing. It's Baloo. So no, Baloo actually has a huge advantage here. Even more.
Trigonal, Trigonal in this game literally has no upgrade. There's been no upgrades researched of any kind.
Yeah, I thought
Queen's coming into fight here. Transfuse is going off, but they're already basically gone.
Yep, the Queens will try to believe there, but Needless will focus them down. Guns and Roaches, Baloo, 2-0ing it.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.